Closer, he noticed a second bright light to the west. So who did he call? Well, there's only one person to call, the British Flying Saucer Bureau. Yes, if you see something weird in the sky, you call the British Flying Saucer Bureau. There actually is one. The plane was flying over the Channel Islands at the time. Witnesses on the ground say they saw the same thing the pilot saw, lights and all. The whole incident reported in Pilot magazine. Mountain lions may be at the time.
That some lights were seen in Rendlesham Forest, just outside the back gate. He informed me that whatever he's seen didn't crash. He told me it landed. I then ordered Airman Kabanzak, A1C Burroughs, to respond with me off-site.
That night, we were on Security 1, which was in charge of mobile security for the Woodbridge base, and we responded to Jim Burroughs' sighting of something out on the edge of the flight line.
The controller on the radio broadcast over the air that go down and check out a possible UFO.
There was a craft of some sort that was sitting just inside the tree line. When we arrived to the suspected crash site, it quickly became apparent that we were not dealing with a plane crash, or for that matter, anything else we've ever responded to.
Burroughs would say to Jim Pennison, "Do you see that? Do you see what's out there at the edge of the trees?"
It was just bright lights, you know, and the only way you can describe it is, I guess you'd call it an object.
At that point in time, 3 of us had direct observation of the craft. I then asked Airman Kabanzak to relay the radio transmissions back to our control center. Burroughs and I proceeded towards the craft.
The only noise we heard out in the woods was the noise of the animals.
Just as Burroughs and I entered the tree line, the shape of the craft was defined. The closer we got, the more the white light dissipated, but what appeared was a triangular craft. When we approached it, it was, I say it measured probably about 9 feet long, maybe 6 feet high, a little higher, maybe 6.5 feet. The lighting emanated from the fabric of the craft, and it would actually move around. I mean, it would move. You'd have different locations where maybe a little blue lighting was going into it, or maybe a little red. And then there must have been some type of lighting underneath of it, because it silhouetted the aircraft itself. I went around and started doing a 360 walk around the area, taking, recording my observations. I was looking underneath the craft like that. I had taken quite detailed notes on that. Type of aircraft still unknown. No apparent landing gear. No sound, but appears to be pulsating somehow.
Yeah, it was pretty nerve-wracking. I mean, there's something there right in front of you. You don't know what it is.
I would go ahead and feel the craft, which was warm. There was static electricity in the air. Very warm to touch. Identifying markings are on left front side. As I came around to the one side of the craft, there was etching on the faced me just above the center part of the craft itself. Of course, this is done all freehand as I was walking around the craft, but these symbols ran from left to right across, and then underneath that line of symbols was this, which is triangular, and some type of circle here, some type of circle here, and a larger circle here. And of course, all this was filled in with the etching part of it.
Arturo es quien ha grabado más y mejores videos en todo México.
¿También es de Arturo?
Sí, este es de Arturo, del año 2006. se puede ver claramente un objeto que es un disco.
Es un video interesante por la forma y porque parece estar viajando, inclinado y al mismo tiempo soportado por algún eje.
Otra afirmación militar, Juan Ignacio. Da la impresión de que es un disco macizo en este caso, siempre según lo que ponen los informes.
No sé, se aprecia.
Ahora lo veremos más de cerca incluso, Juan Ignacio. Pasa muy cerca, eso sería casi rumbo de colisión. Si usted va en un vuelo y le pasa eso tan cerca...
Bueno,
Véanlo, ahí lo tenemos. Ralentizada la imagen o fragmento a fragmento. Juan Ignacio, ese objeto. ¿Qué conclusión saca de todo esto? Esto es, digamos, la última gran noticia del tema OVNI en el mundo.